It's been a while since we've talked shop about my, shop, so I thought today would be a good day for a State of the Fleet address. I'm happy to report that the state of the Johnson fleet is extremely strong. In fact, it's a little bit too strong. I'm now up to 5 vehicles, which is a bit of an issue considering I only have a 2-car garage. I'm starting to feel a little bit like Hoovie from Hoovie's Garage. In fact, I'm even starting to dress like him. But enough with that. Let's start with this pretty silver car here. If you've been following the channel, you'll know that this is my 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And I recently acquired this vehicle kind of by accident. I've always admired these 5.9 Limiteds, but by now they're all kind of used up and high mileage. But every once in a while I'll check Craigslist or Auto Trader just to see if a pristine one is somehow out there. And one Saturday morning I got lucky. I popped onto Auto Trader and I found this. It's a one-owner example. When I bought it, it only had 41,000 miles on the clock. In fact, this still has the original airbag sticker on the passenger side of the dashboard. Now, even though I absolutely adore this vehicle, I'm going to be putting it up for sale soon, and that's for a couple of reasons. The first is that I've just kind of maxed out the videos on this. This has been in 3 or 4 videos by now, and I'm just not sure what else I can do with it content-wise. The second is it's just too nice. Now, my extra vehicles have to haul around kids and dogs, and I don't want to mess up this interior with mud and ground up Cheerios. So before it gets ruined, I'm going to pass it on to someone else who can take proper care of it. For my next video, we actually have to head out of the garage and to the street because I'm getting my driveway redone and I can't drive in it yet, so I've got half the fleet parked out there. So let's go check it out. Before we head to the street, I just wanted to show you this new driveway because it's just so glorious. Now, they did this side first so it's dry, I can walk on it, but they just laid that today, so it's still really wet. You can tell it's darker, and I won't be able to drive on this for a few days, but look at the size of this. There's so much room for activities. I could probably fit 12 vehicles on here if I wanted to, but I shouldn't. I'm trying to reduce the fleet. I won't do that. The first stop on the street is with my 2013 Toyota Land Cruiser. I bought this back in February, so I've only had it about 4 months, but I absolutely love it. I fall in love every time I drive this thing. It's just so smooth and so quiet and so powerful. It just feels like a proper flagship vehicle. Now, this isn't going anywhere anytime soon because I absolutely love it, and I just got it not that long ago. Since this vehicle was last featured on the channel, I have made one modification. I've taken off the side rails on both sides. And I did that because they were not really wide enough to help you get out of the vehicle, and they were too wide to avoid when getting out. They would just always get the back of your pants underneath, so I've taken those off. Now, I hope to make a couple more modifications. I really want to get a set of BF Goodrich KO2 tires because I think they make these look so awesome. And I also might tint the side windows to better match the back ones, but I haven't really decided on that yet. Now, hopefully this vehicle doesn't need much of an introduction. This is my 1997 Toyota RAV4 that I've turned into a RAV4x4. Now, last time I checked in and I had all the work done, but the limited slip rear differential wasn't working properly on it. I've since taken it to my mechanic and he confirmed that this does have the limited slip differential and that it's not working. And unfortunately, Toyota no longer makes the parts for this, so he's unable to fix it. And even if he could fix it, Toyota actually made something like 3 different limited slip differentials for this, depending on gearing and things like that. So he's not even sure which parts he should order. We also looked into just buying a whole new unit out of a used car, but like this one, they're all high mileage and probably worn out by this point too. So we're gonna take this thing off-roading, hopefully by the end of the month. I'm still working on that, but we won't have the limited slip differential. But anyway, we'll see what this can do off-road. Now, unless you're a die-hard fan of the Drew Johnson experience, you probably won't recognize this car. That's because it's only been on the channel once and it was a very, very long time ago. But this is my 1997 BMW M3 sedan. It's finished in Boston green and it's got a magma interior. I think it looks really sharp. It also has a sunroof delete, which is really rare. And of course, it's got the 5-speed manual transmission. Now, this is a car I use during the summer months just to kind of drive around and have fun while I'm in town because it's not that powerful and it's great handling. So it's a great around the town, have fun kind of car. And it's 4 doors, so I can fit the whole family in it. Now, right now, it's a little bit unhappy with me because I haven't been driving it a whole lot just because I have so many other cars. So currently, there's a check engine light I've got to check and the back tire's gone flat on it. So this needs some work to just bring it back up to snuff. But once I do, I think I might be selling this one. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I just don't drive it enough to keep it. So I think maybe I'll sell it. And lastly, another oldie but goodie. This is my 1978 Jeep Cherokee that we call Daisy for obvious reasons. Now, this is another throwback because this was featured on a very early episode of the Drew Johnson Experience. I actually did a 3-way comparison with this, the XJ Cherokee, and the newest Cherokee, whatever they call it. I forget, it's not that important. But anyway, this is my Jeep Grand Cherokee. We use it kind of for like family outings. If we go to Cars and Coffee, because you can put the kids in the back and it fits the dog, and it's got vinyl seats so you can just kind of wipe it down. But unfortunately, this has been staying in the garage more and more just because I have so many cars, it's often difficult to get this out. I don't feel like moving 4 cars to get to this, so it's just been sitting in the garage a lot, which is unfortunate because it's in really good condition. It's got only 85,000 miles on it, which are believed to be original. I have a lot of the original paperwork too, like the original bill of sale for this, the window sticker, the loan agreement. It's great. I've got a lot of the documentation for this, and I hate to see it go, but I think I might have to sell it just because I don't use it enough. So if you want an old Jeep, this one's for sale too. And so that's the state of the Johnson fleet. Very strong and also very for sale. For sure, this 5.9 Limited is going to be going. It's just too nice, and I think I've already done all the content on it I can. I can't really think of anything else to do with it besides compare it to an SRT8. That's just kind of the same thing as the Trackhawk video. So I think this one's going to go so I can make room for a new vehicle. Now, this one here, this other Jeep I have in my garage, it's probably going to go too, just because I don't really use it that much, and I kind of like to upgrade to something that has air conditioning for the summer months. So I think this is going to be going too. So if you want an old Jeep, hit me up. And to conclude my State of the Fleet address, I just wanted to thank all of you for the support. I've had a lot of great comments over the last few weeks, and our views keep going up. So thank you for that support again. And as always, thanks for watching.